Yeah, Paul Gibson, I'm founding director of Fan Frames.
I'm Chris Birkett, co-founder of Fan Frames.
It all began in my career really as an optician. I'd working for Rouse Opticians on Newland Avenue. They offered me a partnership to join with them and stay with them for a long time. It was like a little guess handshake as such, because they said, before we do, go away and come up with a plan to increase footfall, conversion, all of these sorts of things within store. So I went away blank and then just started getting bits of inspiration and coming up with ideas, and one of them was to put sporting backdrops in just at the backs of the frames, so that when guys walk in, as simple as it sounds, you know where to go. And then while I was doing this, it's just suddenly dawned on me, why aren't these sporting brands like Man United, Hull City on the frames themselves? And then with a little bit of research realised it had never been done, and that was back in 2006. And just because I didn't really have the tools or skills in product design, just sort of stayed in my mind as a great idea, and I could sort of wish I could get the ball rolling. And then a few years later, on my actual wedding, was out in Sorrento. Known Chris for a long while, drinking buddies, but he was living down in the southwest, and my wife's maid of honour was basically Chris's partner. So we're chatting away, getting on as we normally do. Conversation dries up in a pool overlooking Sorrento. Sounds really romantic. It was actually. And then I just said to him, "Oh, Chris, what do you do?" And he said, "I'm a thermoform product design engineer." And the idea went straight from the back of my head to the front to my tongue, and I told him straight away without even thinking. And Chris had the same reaction, didn't you?
It's been done.
Yeah.
It's been done. I'd even thought I'd seen him. You know, you're that sure. Like,
Yeah.
I thought, oh, this has definitely been done. He went, no, I've done the research. So
Yeah.
straight on Google, as you do. And I was like, no, you're right. This stuff isn't out there.
It's
So
an
we
hour.
just got some rough drawings together, and put up. We learnt PowerPoint in 2 hours, didn't we?
Neither of us used it before, had
No, so put a little presentation together and started ringing the football clubs. Just literally Googled the top football clubs, finding their phone number and putting it on a spreadsheet. And we sat in separate rooms calling them. We've got an idea, can we come and show you?
Yeah.
It was real funny.
I think the fact that Chris was a product design engineer, knew his business very well, myself in the optician trade knew that very well, stood us in good stead, I think, when we approached them, because we had this kind of, it wasn't just a sales drive with them, it was that, you know, we can make kids cool in playgrounds, we can extend the brand value, all of these types of things, safety eyewear, all these types of things that we was presenting, I think made it more credible. Once that ball got rolling, it started gaining a bit of momentum, didn't it?
Yeah. And once Man United came on board, everyone just followed. If it's good enough for them, it's good enough for us. The first batch of product we had signed off by the clubs, we actually placed an order for over £100,000 worth of a first order, and we couldn't afford that, but we placed the orders with a factory. It was brilliant. We paid a deposit for the stock, which we managed to scramble the money together, and so we paid a deposit. So it was being manufactured, and it was 4 months lead time to be manufactured, and we had to pay the 70% balance to actually receive the stock. We didn't have that money, did we? We just said, right, we'll get the money.
Yeah.
That's how we thought. We went, right, we'll get this money. And luckily we did, you know, to get our first shipment in to start selling. So, but, you know, we were scrapping.
I suppose that's the risk element in the entrepreneurial journey is
we weren't thinking of
what are you willing to risk? How much do you believe in what you can develop and do? Do you believe it so much that you'll put everything on the line to do it? Because certainly in our instance, a product business, for the cash element, that's what we had to do.